Good evening. Women and children were among those rescued by lifeboats in Dover today, as many more migrants made the perilous journey across the English Channel to reach the Kent coast.
It comes after more than 700 people made the crossing yesterday. It's the highest daily total for many weeks. Calm weather conditions are continuing to encourage families seeking a better life in the UK to take the risk.
Our reporter, Kit Bradshaw, is live for us in Dover. Kit, is it the good weather leading to more crossings on the sea behind you?
Well, yes, it appears that the beautiful sunshine and calm seas are encouraging those in northern France desperate to come to the UK to seize the opportunity. So many were witnessed arriving here yesterday that it was thought a new daily record had been set, but the Home Office has been at pains to stress all day that it is yet to have a final figure, with sources suggesting it was around 750 people. That would be the second highest total in modern times, behind the record set just last month. Daybreak reveals a familiar sight in the English Channel, a dinghy packed with far more human beings than it's designed to safely hold, all so desperate to reach British soil that they'll travel across one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. After a couple of weeks with relatively few small boats being intercepted, the hot weather and calm seas are seeing high numbers once again. The Conservative MP for Dover says it's outrageous and thinks the authorities should consider turning boats back.
Well, at the moment, the Borders Bill is going through Parliament. This will give greater powers to really bring an end to these illegal and dangerous crossings. It's absolutely clear that the French are losing control of their side of the border. We've seen numbers that are appalling and unacceptable. We need to make sure that legislation, if it's needed, it's brought forward as an emergency action, and that we see those returns made and turnbacks in the English Channel, as well as the French taking more action to stop the boats leaving in the first place.
Some craft are intercepted by the UK Border Force. Others are rescued by RNLI lifeboats. The charity says it'll always go to the aid of anyone in trouble in the water. This boat, with at least 30 people on board, docked in Dover this morning, with women and children among the passengers. Around 6 miles along the coast, a viewer witnessed a rescue operation close to the beach, where the boat helped to land in Kingsdown. The Home Secretary, Priti Patel, has long promised to make the route unviable and is expected to discuss the issue with her French counterpart this week.
Home Secretary needs to grip this situation, put the ineffective tough rhetoric to one side, have that effective agreement with the French authorities, look at the issue of safe routes, reopen the Department for International Development, take effective action.
As many communities in our region welcome Afghan refugees through the official resettlement programme, some support organisations believe the government's whole approach to migrant crossings needs to change.
We seem to be artificially dividing people into kind of good refugees who've joined some imaginary queue somewhere.
Here's my friend!
Who have come via a different route. And I think that is just a ridiculous way to divide people. You're just as needy if you arrive in a dinghy and you've come from Afghanistan.
Oi, Bridget, how about the guns sort of brought over, huh, Bridget? Huh? Very quiet on that one, weren't you? Yeah, thought as much.
The clandestine Channel Threat Commander, Dan O'Mahony, said in a statement, "We're determined to target the criminals at every level. So far, we have secured nearly 300 arrests, 65 convictions, and prevented more than 10,000 migrant attempts." As the last of the summer sunshine fades, it's expected the numbers risking their lives on small boats will too decline. But this has already been a record year in modern times, with a lasting solution yet to emerge. As you saw in my report, it wasn't just here in Dover where migrants came ashore today, also along the coast at Dungeness. The lifeboat once again involved in that operation. I spoke to the Home Office in the last half an hour and asked them if they had official figures yet for yesterday or today, but they were still unable to confirm how many people arrived in the UK via small boats.
Kit Bradshaw, thank you.
Well, let's cross to our political correspondent Phil Hornby now for the latest on this from Westminster. And Phil, there's growing pressure on the Home Secretary Priti Patel to do more to stop these dangerous crossings.
Yes, there is, Sangeeta. You could hear the frustration in the voice of the MP for Dover in Kit's report there. Now, the Borders Bill is what the government are hoping is going to solve this problem, but that'll take quite some time to get through Parliament. That has tougher measures against the people traffickers and tougher measures against the migrants themselves. There's frustration that the French aren't doing enough to cooperate, but amongst many MPs I've spoken to, there's a sense of kind of hopelessness that at least in the short term, there isn't much that can be done.
On a different subject, Phil, pressure too on the government over the ongoing delays for NHS treatment because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
right.
There's been enormous
There you go,
measures
guys.
announced
That's
by
ITV
the
Meridian News for you
government,
tonight. All right.
funded
Signing
by a
off.
rise